Hey there everyone, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So, in this episode of Review Flicks, we're going to be talking about Milly Alcock, the actress from House of Dragon, has officially landed the role of Supergirl in James Gunn's upcoming DCU. Super exciting for all the DC fans out there. So, if you are new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the movie and streaming news we have going on this channel. And with that down, we're going to be jumping into this article here from comicflipnews.com. So, Milly Alcock takes flight as Supergirl in James Gunn's DC Universe. So, Alcock showcased her breakthrough talent in HBO's spin-off series, House of Dragon, a captivating addition to the world of Game of Thrones. Milly Alcock, renowned for her portrayal in HBO's House of the Dragon, triumphs over notable contenders such as Emilia Jones and Meg Donnelly to seize the coveted role of Supergirl in the DC Universe. Hailing from Australia, Alcock gained acclaim for her portrayal of the young Rhaenyra Targaryen in the House of Dragon, showcasing her versatile acting abilities. Her repertoire spans across various television series and films, including Upright, The Gloaming, and Reckoning. So guys, what we're going to do, we're going to hop over to Milly Alcock's IMDB page. We're going to have a quick read of her mini biography so we can get a bit more of a clear picture of what this actress is all about. We'll have a discussion about, what we think that she could do with this character of Supergirl within the DCU, and then we'll finish off reading the article as well. So let's quickly hop over to IMDB. So, landing over here on Milly's IMDB page, let's have a bit more of a read about this actress and see if we can learn a little bit more about her. So, an Australian actress, I had no idea she was Australian, catapulted to global fame, starring as young Rhaenyra Targaryen, the first season of HBO television series, House of Dragon, which we already know, a prequel to Game of Thrones. For the role, Alcock received a nomination for Critics' Choice Television Award. There you go, so she's receiving nominations for awards already. James Gunn must have picked up on this. She's a young, upcoming actress. She was in House of Dragon, a standout performance. She's receiving, these kind of award nominations, and James Gunn thought, you know what, she's going to be absolutely fantastic. Quickly pick her up before, she goes on to do other projects. And I think he's on to a winner. Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. She's also known for Upright 2019, for which she was nominated for Best Comedy Performer. So she's done comedy as well. So she's got quite a good repertoire when it comes to acting, serious roles like House of Dragon. She's done comedy as well, which is kind of cool. Let's go down and have a look at some of her upcoming projects and see what we can see. Here we go. So actress upcoming 2 projects. Superman Legacy pre-production. It says Supergirl rumored, but we know that it's no longer rumored. It's got another one here below. Supergirl, Kara Zor-El. That's going to be the actual Supergirl movie itself, Woman of Tomorrow. We don't know if she's going to debut in Superman Legacy or Supergirl at this point, so we'll have to wait and see. I don't think James Gunn has confirmed that she's popping up in Superman Legacy, but I would say it's a pretty foregone conclusion that I think she's going to be in there to some degree. Whether it's just a cameo role or, a large role, we'll have to wait and see. So, we've got her previous productions that she's been a part of. So, we've got Upright, House of Dragon, Furlough, The Familiars, Reckoning, The Gloaming, Les Norton, Fighting Season, Pine Gap, A Place Called Home, The School, Janet King, and I'll just leave it there for a minute. But guys, so if you're interested in this actress and you want to know a bit more about, her performances, you want to see, how she does different roles in different projects, go onto her IMDb page, have a look through some of these projects, TV shows and movies that maybe she's been a part of, and maybe go and watch her in some of these movies or TV shows so you can get a better understanding, of what we can expect to see, when she comes to the Supergirl role. We can get a better understanding of kind of the way that she does like drama, the way she does comedy and all this kind of stuff. Gives us a better understanding of the actress as a whole. So yeah, that was Milly Alcock's IMDb page. I invite you to go and read it for yourself, guys, if you want to learn a little bit more about the actress before we see her in the Supergirl role. But let's go back over to the article and keep reading and see if we can learn anything more about this casting of Supergirl. So, landing back over here on the article. So, we got this amazing kind of render here of what Milly Alcock might look like as Supergirl in this costume, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. This rendering looks amazing. And I can't wait to see what she looks like in the costume. It's going to look incredible. I think she's got the right build, the right height, she's got the right looks. And I think she's going to be stunning as Supergirl. And she's definitely got the acting chops to go along with it. So, let's keep going down. So, during a studio press event on January 31st, 2023, James Gunn and DC chief Peter Safran unveiled their latest project, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Drawing inspiration from Tom King's 2022 comic book series, Anna Nogueira, known for her distinct interpretation of Supergirl in The Flash, featuring Sasha Calle, impressed Gunn and Safran, earning her involvement in this new venture. I think it's really great that they decided to go with like a relatively new comic book series. It came out in 2022. So I mean, this is about as new as you could possibly get. It's not going back to, you know, like the 1970s, 1980s, or whenever Supergirl debuted. It's like right up till now, 2022, only a couple of years ago. Really fresh kind of comic adaptation. And yeah, Women of Tomorrow is quite a out there story. It's quite wacky and weird, the characters that are in it. So how they're going to do that on screen is going to be anybody's guess, but it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see it. So Alcock's portrayal of Supergirl may debut in Gunn's Superman Legacy or her standalone feature film. As I say, at this point, I don't believe that Gunn or anyone from DC has confirmed whether she's going to be debuting in Superman Legacy or whether she's going to be debuting in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. That hasn't been confirmed yet. But if I had to put a percentage on it, like I said before, 80 to 90% chance that she pops up in Superman Legacy, whether it's in a flashback or a cameo or to some degree. There seems to be a lot of superheroes that are popping up in that movie, so I do think that she'll be in there to some degree or another. So, both projects teaming with anticipation amidst an ensemble cast. Alcock joins the ranks of David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan, propelled into the A-list by Gunn and Safran's discerning eye for talent. Absolutely, she's going to become, you know, world famous overnight, basically, for this role. If she's not already famous for House of Dragon as it is, Supergirl, the casting is going to be, you know, just catapult her career, you know, as high as it could possibly go. So, reflecting on the announcement, Gunn expressed his excitement for the upcoming venture. So James Gunn went on to say the following, quote, "In our series, we see a difference between Superman, who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he was an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock, a chip off Krypton, and watched by everyone around her die and be killed in terrible ways for the first 14 years of her life, and then came to Earth when she was a young girl. She's much more hardcore. She's not exactly the Supergirl we're used to seeing." So when you contrast Supergirl to Superman in this DCU kind of reboot, she's going to be a much more kind of jaded, edgy, kind of hardcore character, as opposed to, you know, David Corenswet's Superman, who's going to be more your traditional kind of good guy. So it's going to be great to see that kind of contrast and how they kind of approach, you know, the same situation or different situations in different ways. She's going to go about it in a much more hardcore kind of, you know, let's beat everybody up. And David Corenswet's Superman's probably going to be more kind of forgiving, more kind of generous about how he deals with criminals and stuff. So that contrast is going to be so interesting to see. But a hardcore Supergirl, that's definitely going to be something that's going to be awesome to see on screen. So who is Supergirl in the DC Comics? So Kara Zor-El, also known as Supergirl, is often depicted as the cousin of Superman, sharing his superhuman abilities and vulnerability to kryptonite. Born on the doomed planet Krypton, Kara escapes its destruction and journeys to Earth. During her voyage, she remains in suspended animation, emerging on Earth without having aged. Upon her arrival, she finds that her cousin Kal-El, known as Superman, has grown into a hero. Inspired by his example, Kara adopts the mantle of Supergirl and embarks on her own superhero journey. Obviously, this is talking about the comic books. It sounds like the movie is going to be slightly different with her growing up on a chunk of Krypton. So it's going to be a little bit different, her origins in the movie to the comic books. Obviously, when it comes to these comic book characters, there is no kind of set origin because different comic books will have different origins, different stories. They adapt the character in different ways. So, you know, Supergirl's powers mirror those of Superman, encompassing superhuman strength, speed, and agility, along with the ability to fly and heightened senses. Additionally, she possesses various vision powers, including heat vision and X-ray vision. As she navigates her new identity and responsibilities, Supergirl emerges as a formidable force for justice in her own right. Yeah, so she's very, very similar to Superman, you know, in terms of her power base, X-ray vision, super strength, able to fly, all that kind of stuff. But it seems like they're going to contrast these two characters against each other in Superman Legacy. As I say, with, you know, Supergirl being a much more jaded, hardcore, edgy type of superhero, whereas Superman's going to be the traditional, you know, good guy. And how those two are going to kind of clash when it comes to fighting crime is going to be very, very interesting to see on screen. But they've got to get the chemistry between Milly Alcock and David Corenswet. They have to get that chemistry right for it to work between those two characters. and I can't wait to see them interacting on screen. But guys, jump into the comment section, let me know what you think about this casting news. Are you excited to hear that the House of Dragon actress Milly Alcock has been cast as Supergirl? I can't wait to see her on screen as Supergirl. This is a magnificent casting by James Gunn. I think he's done a great job in picking up this actress, you know, before she was engaged in other projects. And I think it's going to be phenomenal, you know, the kind of acting chops she's going to bring to this role. But like I said, jump into the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on it. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you